G'day guys, welcome along to another Sunday night. Catch up, chill out, talk crap, you know. How are we all? And welcome along. Just do a quick sound check. Pretty sure I got this thing on this time. Can you guys all hear me? So I got a few of yous in the house. Yep, you can hear me loud and clear. Mint. Not going to make that rookie mistake twice. How are we all? How has your week been? Mine's been a week from hell. It's been a hard week this week. But hey, just quickly, I'll just go back through, make sure I haven't missed anybody. We had, right way back, we had Man Mountain Medals popped in. Had a bit of a giggle. Jay's Adventures, thanks for the super chat, buddy. Much appreciated. Strange As in the house. Phil with 2 L's. How's it, buddy? Haven't seen you back yet, but Mad Kiwi is in the house as well. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for that super chat. I'm not chasing tonight. Nah, fair enough, mate. Don't blame you. David Carlisle is not here. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Nice to have you in the chat. We have Digger Mike is in the chat. Welcome, buddy. Good to have you along. Blades Piggin is in the house. How's it, my brother? And we're caught up with the chat. Oh, Digger Mike with a super chat. Cheers, bro. That's one thing I'm not going to try and do is right left-handed. I'm fairly ambidextrous, but not that ambidextrous. Oh, and Digger Mike goes in with another one, just to get another entry. Well, how's your week been, guys? Digger Mike. I hope it's been a darn sight better than mine. Went in for surgery on Tuesday, and everything went really well. For those of you on my Patreon, I dropped a Patreon video yesterday, I think, just to give you a bit of an update there on how I am. And yeah, everything went sweet, all stitched back up now, and now it is really just a road to recovery. I will say, guys, the pain is next level. It is phenomenal. Started work again on Wednesday. Yeah, straight back into it. Yeah, bro, mate, it is insane. The pain is phenomenal. I've not had this sort of pain before ever. It is just insane, and I'm not a big fan of taking pills and drugs and all the rest of it. But I'll tell you what, I'm good friends with my Tramadol pills at the moment. Because it is phenomenally painful. The surgeon did warn me. He did say it was going to be a fairly painful operation, and the recovery. He's been saying 7 months and all the rest of it, but he said, yeah, the pain is next level. It's quite different. It's yeah, for some reason, working on tendons in the shoulders because of the amount of movement and rotation in the shoulders. It's for some reason, it's one of the worst places to have an operation on. And, yep, he was right. It has been crazy. Sleeping has been pretty off and on, mate. I pretty much wake every couple of hours, and I definitely wake when I need my medication. So I go to bed at about 10 or 11, and then by 3 o'clock in the morning, I am wide awake, desperately needing to take that next pill, and then I'll sleep through again in the morning to about 7:30, and then that's pretty much me anyway. I can't sleep much more than that. 6:30, 7. I'm sort of off and on dozing, coming up to it. Hey Chris, what did you get cut out? Might have saved you pocket money. I didn't get anything cut out, bro. No, I got the I've had my exterior rotator cuff tendon that comes up into the top of the shoulder. I put a tear in that, and so they've closed that tear back up and stitched it all together. So fairly simple, straightforward operation. I mean, he made a cut about 1.5 inches long in the top of my shoulder. He's just gone straight down in, and he stitched and pegged the tendon back together. But my goodness, for such a small, stupid little operation, it is very painful. Very, very painful. It's crazy. Yeah, Digger Mike, the Tramadol does definitely help me sleep. In fact, I've been pretty much this entire week, I've been dozing on and off all week. Pretty much, yeah, doze off and then wake up in pain and all the rest of it. So it's pretty crazy. G'day, Jacob. Welcome along. The Sluices is in the house. How's it, my bro? Sluices. How's it, guys? Hope you are doing well. Have you been out this weekend, Dylan? Very good. Yeah, I survived. Mad Kiwi, I don't get all clogged up on Tramadol. I get clogged up on codeine. Tramadol is not too bad with me, and as long as I keep up the old fibre and all the rest of it, it's not actually too bad. It gives me a little bit of a crook gut if I don't eat too much, but yeah, codeine really clogs me up real bad, really, really bad. So I don't take that if I really don't have to. So sticking to the old trammies. I could have fixed it with a nail gun. Yeah, staple it all back up there, bro. Definitely, David. Definitely. The Savage Seth. What's up, Crispy? How's it, my bro? There's a new name on the channel. No, I haven't caught up with some friends. Maybe go next weekend. Nah, fair enough, bro. Man, you must be getting absolute withdrawals. You haven't been out there for a while. What have you found the hardest with your left hand? Wow. I've had to learn quite a bit with my left hand, but probably wiping the old derriere has been the hardest thing. Good night. I mean, you sort of learn to do most things, undo lids and open things and things like that. But I'll tell you what, when you've actually got to, completely and utterly relearn something new, yep, wiping the bum has been the hardest. Ness got me some wet wipes, so that certainly helped. I didn't want to have to make the call of, hun, can you come and help me? That would be very embarrassing. But I've pretty much got it down pat now. I did do a little bit of practice prior to the surgery because I knew that was going to be coming up. I knew I'd have to do something with learning how to do the old left hand. So I did do a little bit of practice, and it has paid off. But blimmin' heck, flip me days. It's a bit of a giggle. And of course, doing everything else in the sling, everything is, I'll fold this down. So everything's all locked into my chest there and all the rest of it. So at the moment, I've just got one little right-handed T-Rex arm. So everything I'm doing, I'm all bent over and doing it really close to my chest. So it's, the kids are hassling me about having T-Rex arms and my very stumpy arms and how funny I look. They think it's absolutely hilarious. Got a few bottles the other day from Waikato. Nice, bro. What kind of bottles do you collect, Savage Seth? Have you got? Yeah, that's the point. Has you got your Knox back yet, Sluices? Oh yeah, there you go. Nope, still in the shop. Hoping to get it back in time. Oh, next time I'm in Brighton. Nice. That was the same with me, Blades. Yeah, it's a whole new experience, isn't it, bro? That's a bit of a giggle, I'll tell you that much. Crispy the T-Rex. Yeah, mate. Yep. Awesome. Always keen for any catch up. Cleanliness. Nice. Right, so if I can get out and about, Digger Mike, I might come join you as well. So I got to see go and see the surgeon in about another week, and I'm hoping that after that he will say I'm allowed to drive. It's just this first couple of weeks I've got to pretty much do nothing. I'm stuck at home doing diddly squat, walking around the house. Not even really allowed to go out for walks yet too much. Just the jarring. It's got to be kept really still, really, really not allowed to move it whatsoever. Got to keep it still. Got to keep it clean as well. Oh, showering. My goodness, showering's a bit of a giggle. Trying to dry yourself. Showering's actually not too bad. But once you get out and try and dry yourself, it's like, you ever tried to dry your back with just one arm? There's so many funny things. So many funny things. Got a cod from Auckland. Nice. Cool bananas. Oh, yeah. Well, let me know, mate. Definitely not Sunday as the Warriors are playing here in Christchurch. Oh, Mike, you're a Warriors fan, are you? Nice. So, as you all know, members, Patreons, they get to go in the after end of stream draw. And anyone who does a super chat goes in the end of stream draw. For those of you who are new, we're doing that custom made knife by me as the main draw at the moment. So there's 2 different draws into that. Get yourself 5 ticks beside your name, and you are the winner. And at the moment, we've got Blades Piggin and Digger Mike in the lead with 3 each. So Jade's in there with 2. Denny's in there with 1. Dead Possum's got 1. Phil's got 1. And Kayla has 1. So, yeah, still plenty of time there to get in there and do that. And also, big, huge thank you to my latest patrons as well. Blades Piggin, awesome mate, thank you so much. And Digger Mike, both signed up on Patreon just recently. Also, Tony, I think Pig Dog has signed up. Much appreciated, guys. Very cool. That's okay, Digger Mike. I don't think I'm going to be on too long tonight because I am pretty sore, pretty tired. I have cleaned up the garage, but only if Dad something or other, I can't remember his name now. If he pops on, we'll head out to the garage and we'll have a wee look. Otherwise, yeah, it'll just be a fairly quick stream tonight. Don't have a huge amount of energy. I went to church this morning and it near killed me. Just tired, so tired. Everything I'm doing at the moment is just absolutely shattering me. It's unreal. Just got no energy to do anything. I mean, even if I wanted to do stuff, I don't think I'd actually have the energy to do it. This is just, yeah, I think it's just sapping me of all my energy trying to focus on suppressing the pain. Because as much as I'm on the tramadol, don't get me wrong, the tramadols are sort of working, but the pain's there still constantly. It doesn't go away. And the tramadols dull it a little bit, but it's still pretty intense. And the way I'd probably compare it to is if somebody come up with a sledgehammer and smacked you in the arm with it. And that initial straight away dead arm feeling that you get, that's what it's like. It's like somebody is just whacking my shoulder constantly. And it is just, hey, here he goes there, Port Head Adventures. You are here, so we can do the tour. So yeah, the pain is exactly that. It is basically like somebody has completely whacked your shoulder with a sledgehammer, and it's just constant. So the Tremies, they do dull it. They do make it settle down a little bit, but blimey, they don't take it away. And it takes a bit of focus sometimes because it comes in waves. Like every now and again, you'll just get this hot sweat and you'll just get this sharp pain and it's right deep in there and you can't rub it or put anything on it. And you just I just got to sit there and close my eyes and just think happy thoughts and suppress it, eh? So those hospital drugs, blimey, do they what? I got out of the operation and I was thinking to myself that morning, it's like, oh, this isn't that bad. There's no pain whatsoever. It's mint. And then I woke up the day after that and it was like, flip me days, what's gone wrong? But the surgeon did say once the anaesthetic wears off and all that stuff wears off that they put in you, yeah, you know all about it. The tram pills will kick your bum, mate. Yeah, yep, they definitely make you sleepy. I'm on them. I'm on 1 pill every 6 hours, so I'm not too many. So 1 every 6 hours. So I take about 4 a day over the complete 24 hours. And do a full cycle. So it's not too bad, and they're only about a 40 or 50 milligrams, so they're not even a big pill either. So not too bad, and then Panadol in between that. So it's doing the job, Remember to smash down on the like button. Cheers, Luces. You'll be humming, yeah, mate. You get some pretty cool dreams when you're dreaming though. That's the only problem with the old Tremmies. So, right, well what we'll do is I'm only going to be able to follow the chat on the phone at the moment. So what we'll do is we'll go for a wee wander because, yeah, poor Dad's Adventures wanted to have a wee tour of the garage. So we'll go and do that. Oh, I think I left lights on and stuff. Yeah, we'll flip the camera around. Oh, it's a bit dark. Turn some lights on. So, I've split the garage into two parts. So basically, over that side is all my hunting gear and all the rest of it, and then there's shelving all down the centre of the garage. And then this is my little workshop area. There's still some shelving on that side, just for storage. So I've got the forge over in here. I still have to line this with some Hebel, and that'll make it completely and utterly fireproof in there. It actually doesn't get too hot, it's quite surprising. That's the forge. So that's what I do all my silver pours and copper pours, and also heat up and quench my knives. So that's a wee devil forge. All my tools that I've got in here are just Ryobi, just basic stuff. So bandsaw, table saw for forming handles. Shelving over here. So there's a bunch of handle scales ready to go. All native timbers to New Zealand. Nice River-Totra there. That River-Totra smells like sheep wool, lanolin. It's really cool. And then some synthetic handles that I've got as well, laminates. And then a bit of copper up there, lead. All my stuff for pouring all my silver. So I haven't seen any chat. Can you guys still hear me? We all still good? So I got the drill press. Cool old vise that I found in a shed. Really cool one. Yep, still hear me? That's cool. Yeah, bro, just interested in watching it all? Nah, sweet as. Just want to make sure it's all working. So that vise there is a beautiful old English vise. I actually found that in a shed find that basically the guy said I could go in there and take out anything I wanted, free of charge. Just take it all away. And I found like boxes. I got down there. I got boxes and boxes of old vintage tools, all ready to be put back together. But this is an old jeweler's vise. It's got the wee anvil part on the back. It's got the pipe vice grips in there as well. Swivels, turns. It's mint. Does heaps. So all my bits and pieces up there. That's the glue I use. G-Flex 2-pot system. All my clamps. Tools on the wall. Like I said, Ryobi. Good old Bunnings. Nice and cheap. So this wee contraption here is what I use to put the rivets in the Kydex. And what else have we got here? This is just a wee mould I've made for making the Kydex brackets on the back of the Kydex sheaths. Bit of brass. This is my bevel contraption that I've made for setting up the knives and doing these bevels. So I do a rough bevel on the knife before I heat treat it, and you leave a fair bit of meat on the knife before you heat treat it, then they don't warp, and then you take off more material after you've heat treated them, and you fine tune that bevel and you make it all tickety-boo. So these are the blades. These are the blades that I've got going at the moment. So this one's a big chopper for Mark. There's Jade's vintage Bowie. So Jade's Adventures, that's your one, bro. This one's going to be for my survival video coming up. That's my big brute. So this is another sticker. This one's going up to a friend of Clay's. This one, this is just another one that I'm making, just to have on the shelf. This one's for a client. It's got a wee gut hook on it. So that's going to be quite cool. First time I've done that. And this one here is for Josh's missus. She just wants a nice little mini Bowie, but EDC. Oh, there you go. I'm cleaning up some coins. Got a couple of silvers and some cloudy ammonia. That was from our last hunt. Digger Mike. That was from they were the two that I got off the land before we jumped in the river. So yeah, that big iron piece of iron there. That's quite handy, mate. I use that for putting those eyelets in. I will machine it down at some stage and try and get it all sweet. Here's a wee tool that I found in that shed find. Wee cobbler's hammer. I actually restored this and made a video out of the restoring of it, and I actually use that quite a bit. It's quite a handy wee tool. Probably my pride and joy is this beast here. So this is a 48-inch belt grinder, and you get these. This is actually made in Australia, and it's got the variable speed box with it, so I can make that any speed I want. If I had both hands, I'd turn it on for you, but I can't at the moment. But yeah, so I can run that at any speed, slow, right up to very fast, and then all my belts across the back there. I've got to get some new belts. I'm starting to get a bit worn out on those ones. And then the little crusty one I started with. And then I got my steel in the corner there. It's all 1084, different types. And my brass rods. So that's pretty... Oh, and there goes all my sandpapers up there, guys. So that's pretty much the workshop, guys. Poor Dad's Adventures. This is where it all happens. Spend many a night in here fluffing around and having a play. But yeah, so there you go. Obviously, I'm going to have to get into those and have definitely a man's cave, Digger Mike. Going to have to do some left-handed sanding on those ones. Don't want those to get out too much. Oh, here goes. I got this wee little oven. I got given that by a guy called Colin. He makes knives down in Tapaweri, and he gave me that. So I use that to heat up all my kydex, and then I put it in that press there. And that basically, we'll do a video on that one day. Yeah, the old pie warmer. Don't heat any pies in that, I heat up the kydex. So this, guys, in behind, I'll see if I can hold this, in behind here, this piece of steel, is kydex. And that's what I use to make all the sheaths. So it comes in a flat sheet, you warm it up, and it's a thermoplastic, and you warm it up, you put it in the press with the knife in the middle of it, and it comes out, it forms around the blade and the handle, and yeah, then you just shape it and make it to fit. And you've seen the sheaths already. So there you go, guys. A little bit of a tour. All the handles, tools and stuff. Mandatory chainsaw. Not a still. Can't afford a still. Yeah. And then I got metal detectors and fishing rods all hanging up there. And then yeah, over here on that wall there, it's all my packs, hunting gear, set of drawers that has all my bits and pieces and hunting gear in there. So that's the workshop, guys. Hope that was sufficient there, poor Dad. That's where I spend many moons. It's actually my little getaway. Go in there and pretend I'm all by myself, away from the world, away from all the worries and hassles. And just work on my knives and have fun. It's awesome. Love it. Oh, Blades Piggin. I did see that pop up, but I didn't see who had done it. Thanks, matey. Much appreciated. Blades. I'll give you a couple for that one. Cheers, my brother. Thank you. Right, where's the car? We parked the cars out on the wall. First start, my Land Cruiser won't actually fit in the garage anyway. It's too high. So we park all the cars out. We've got a car park out the front between the road and the garage. So it's quite cool. Means that nobody can get in there as well with two cars parked out up there. So Just catch up on the chat, guys. It's the little oven for the night. Yep, little ovens for the knife sheaths. Poor Dad. I'd love to have a steel blades pig in, but no, not going to be. Oh, if you want to give me a steel mad kiwi, I wouldn't say no. Flip. I'd love a steel. Isn't that every guy's dream to own a steel chainsaw? They're meant to be the best, aren't they? Mine's actually, it is a Hitachi. So there's nothing wrong with the brand other than the fact that I lent it out to a guy. And this is what, you don't lend out your chainsaws to other people. I lent it out to a mate and he cut down a tree, but it was a hardwood, some sort of hardwood tree. And basically he came back and my chainsaw bar had gone a rainbow color. So basically he had heated it up that much and he's actually warped and twisted the bar. And now I just can't get it to stay. It won't stay tight. As soon as you tighten it and all the rest of it, it's mint, feels beautiful. You oil it, you do everything to it. As soon as you start it up and give it a rev, the twist and the bend in the bar, just basically it just pulls the bar back in, and no matter how tight you make it, it loosens up just about instantly. It's frustrating. It's just so annoying. So you got it's just a matter of replacing the bar on. It's not a major, but that was fantastic, mate. Always, yeah. Well, that's sort of my workshop, bro. I wouldn't exactly call it my man cave. It's more of a workshop. This little area here is probably more my little man cave where I do my hanging out and chilling and all the rest of it, or man nook is what we're calling it. But yeah, I mean that's where all the business stuff works. That's the business end of what happens. Yeah, don't lend your chainsaws, Jacob. Definitely not. Blades picking what sizes? I'm not actually entirely sure. I haven't had it down for a while. We cleared out the lockup shed a while ago, and yeah, I found it. Now I forgot I even had it. I thought my dad had it and was going to fix it, but of course he's blimmin' gypsy now. Jade, cheers, mate, for a new bar. Legend. Oh, Jade, you're a champ, buddy. Thanks. Cheers, mate. That's magic. I might just do that, Jade. I might just do that. I've got some branches out the back that come off a tree that fell over a while ago, and I want to cut them up and use them on the this winter and use them on the little wee fire pit for out the back there. I'd love to cut it up and oh, sorry guys, love to cut it up and use it, chop it up. So yeah, it would be nice to get that up and running again. Oh, I just got one of those little sharp pain waves. We're all good. New bars are cheap enough. Yeah, hopefully. It's more actually just doing it. I'm a terrible procrastinator. My Google Pay is on the blink. Oh, okay. So I got a wee package from Jade today, and I want to do a massive shout out for Jade because Jade's Adventures he is such a giving chap. He is an absolute legend when it comes to giving things, helping out, and going that extra mile for people. And I got a package from him today as part of my giveaway package for my 4,000 subscriber giveaway. And he has gone above and beyond again. I can't believe it. It's just, he outdoes himself just about every time, eh? He's such a cool chap. So guys, really, if you haven't supported Jade already, go and check him out, support him, jump on his Patreon. He's got a Patreon as well. Jump on his Patreon, send him some love, guys, because he goes above and beyond for you. But he has given me some really cool t-shirts. So he's supporting is it right, a young lass up there, Jade, up your way. A young Sheila does these, prints them out. Pretty sure it was local, wasn't it, buddy? I'm sure you said it was local. Yep. So a young local girl up there is printing these out for Jade. So he's supporting somebody local. And I know these aren't cheap. and he's supporting local, and so he's given me a t-shirt and a singlet to give away. So they're good quality t-shirts and singlets too, and they're proper screen prints as well, so they're going to last. They're really good quality. So he's given me a t-shirt and a singlet, bunch of stickers. So I'm actually going to make up 2 prizes now because of what I was waiting to see. I haven't done my video because I was waiting to see what he was going to send me, and of course he's completely blew me out of the water, and I couldn't believe it. But he has sent me, and this is going to blow your mind. Look at that, guys. 2 grams of gold. In fact, I'll flick the camera around. There you go, guys. So there's 2 grams there. There's a gram in each of those vials of probably nice Marlborough gold. So we're going to do 2 prizes. So going to give away one of those in each of the prizes. Then there's going to be the knife, the silver heart, all that, and of course anything else I can get my hands on. I might just have a wee sneaky whisper in old Charlie's ear at Dredge NZ and see if he can't maybe even sponsor something as well. So, g'day Johnny Howell. Yes, gold. Good old-fashioned gold, straight out the river, bro. So yeah, so I might have a chat to Charlie as well and see if he can't throw a hat in there or something as well. And yeah, make it worthwhile. But either way, nothing's going to compare to my 5,000 sub draw. And I know the old Sluices has just rocketed up with his sub count. And hopefully maybe this year I can do the same and hit 5,000 subs this year. That's my goal. And we're going to go all out with that one. It's going to be, it's going to be an all gold event, that one. It's going to be epic. Really going to put on some, pull out all the stops for that one. But Jades, man, thanks heaps. That's just, that's massive, way more than you needed to send up. And yeah, hopefully the winners will appreciate it because, yeah, you're blowing me away. Oh, somebody asking about machines, are they? Johnny Howell, if I was to buy a mid-entry level metal detector, what would you recommend? Is there any... Vanquish 540 is a great starting machine. I would recommend Pinpoint. Yeah, definitely exactly what Sluices has said, bud. Yeah, Nokia Simplex, a little bit more advanced, probably a little bit tricky to learn, but once you've learned it, you probably wouldn't go away from it. Yeah, Vanquish 540 or an Equinox 600. If you went with an Equinox 600, you possibly even wouldn't upgrade. That would be your base machine for a wee while. Very good machines, real great. I mean, depending on what you want to pay, I'd try and pay that little bit extra and go for an Equinox 800, purely on the fact that the prices on those are probably going to drop soon now that they've been superseded by the 900 and the Manticore. So I'd just hold off a little bit, wait and see what the prices do, because an Equinox 800 would be your one-stop entry-level detector that would see you for a long time. Once you got the hang of it, you would actually use that for a long time. I mean, I'm still using my 800, and I've got, unless somebody gave me a Manticore, I don't think I'd change. I don't see I know the Manticore does go deeper, and Jacob proved that the other day, going over a area that I detected and finding another beautiful half crown at slightly deeper than what I could manage with the Equinox. Yeah, jealous much, Jacob, but very cool. Well done. So yeah, I mean, the Manticore does get deeper, but is it worth all that extra money just to get that little bit of depth? I don't know. Wouldn't mind having a play with one, just seeing what it's like. But yeah, yeah, I can't afford to make that big step up. And it's like who was saying? Yeah, like Jacob was saying, there are some pretty cool deals on secondhand Equinox 800s out there as well. That would be the machine I would try to go and get first off. You won't regret it. Awesome machine, and basically, yeah, you'd possibly find you might outgrow or get out experienced on the Vanquish, and you might find it might start limiting you. Plus, with the Equinox, it gives you that gold option and the whole waterproof option as well. So it's a pretty brilliant machine. I have to head off for dinner. Man, you're always having a late dinner on a Sunday, aren't you? Oh, enjoy it, mate. What you having? We had a lovely chicken stir fry tonight. I was wolfing it down just before I came on live. So yeah, I mean it's a lot of info, Johnny, and it's a tricky one, but ultimately it boils down to what you can afford. And yeah, sometimes buying an entry level detector is great, but then you end up going out in 2 to 3 years' time and buying a better one because you're a little bit limited with the other one, and then it end up costing you way more than if you had just saved that little bit extra and got the better detector right from the word go. I've learned that the hard way. I've been through so many detectors, it's not funny. So, yeah, Gold Monster's good, Jade, but only for gold. And Dylan will tell you that. Dylan, it was his first detector, and he tried to do a bit of relic hunting with the old Gold Monster. And it's good, don't get me wrong, but you end up digging everything because it's a high frequency. It picks up really, really small stuff, and it also, with no numbers, it doesn't really discriminate as to what you're digging. So there's no tones to say you're digging a high tone, low tone, a pull tab, or a coin. So it's a little bit frustrating. And Dylan will be the first one. Sluices will be the first one to tell you it's tough going. I started off with a 340 and got every other Vanquish to build up. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the thing is now, Mike, you've got the Equinox, and it's like, you love that, don't you? You're like, why didn't I just get it from the word go? It's like, it's just a whole another step up. And of course, having that waterproof function as well, being able to jump in the river, it's opened up a whole new avenue for Mike, and he's just hooked. Old Digger Mike's hooked as on jumping in the river now. So you were in there today, weren't you, bro? Yeah, hell yes, he says, love it. Yeah, lots of bits of cut up cans and bits of wire as well, Jacob. And the Gold Monster will pick up all of that. And of course, it gives off such a nice tone, even on such a small wee piece of can slaw, that you think you're digging something cool, and then you've got to dig up this tiny wee piece of something, and it's frustrating. How do you find the bottles with the detector? Generally, I don't find the bottles with the detector, poor dads. Most of the bottles I found are either by probing old privy sites or old dumps, basically at the backs of houses, or actually by finding them in the river. So a lot of what you see up here on these ones here, a lot of those have actually been found in the river. Just by eyeballing, jumping in with the wetsuit and the snorkel, and just seeing what's on the bottom and just picking them up. So a lot of those you find, and then you can also go through the river with a probe. There's a couple of chaps that do that here in Christchurch. Go with the probe, and then once you hit that bottle, you just dig them up, see what you got. So no, guys will use a detector to locate big dumps, because generally a bottle dump with bottles will have iron and metal in there as well. And sometimes you can get a big concentration of iron and metal, and that can tell you where there's a dump. But the flip side is most bottle dumps that I've dug are generally 3 or 4 to 5 foot down deep in the ground. So the detectors struggle, unless it's a big piece of iron or a big item, they struggle to pick it up. So you use a big probe for that. And if you go back on some of my older videos, really older videos, you'll see us probing and digging up bottles and also picking them out of the river. Yes, Johnny Hell, the Equinox 800, not the Equinox 600, the Equinox 800 has a gold function on it as well. So it has 2 gold settings that you can flick it over, and it ups the hertz, or the signal rate, takes it up a little bit, and you can actually pick up gold. And Johnny, if you go and look at some of my recent gold videos, crevasing over in the West Coast, I used the Equinox to pick up gold over there, and it will pick up very, very, very small bits of gold. The sluices, he uses a GPX 6000, much better machine, but it's a gold dedicated machine like the Gold Monster. It only gives out a signal, and basically it will pick up better gold, deeper, has a deeper range, much more powerful, and million times the price. They're quite expensive, but it's a dedicated machine. But yes, the Equinox 800 will pick up gold. It will find gold, alluvial gold, and it's actually very good at it. You'll just need to get the wee small 6-inch sniper coil. It makes it way easier, way better, and you can actually, generally, most of the second-hand kits that you buy these days, the guys have already got it and they're selling it part of it. You can, like I picked up my one second-hand and I paid $1,000. It came with a pinpointer, a 6-inch coil, the standard coil, a cover, and a few other bits and pieces. The wireless headphones. It was a pretty good kit for $1,000. So, yeah. But yes, Johnny Hill, they do pick up gold, and it picks up small gold. I wouldn't have a clue what that. I haven't really, other than my little Garrett Ace 150 I had right back when I first started, haven't dealt with Garrett much at all, Mad Kiwi. So I really couldn't tell you. Yeah, not entirely sure. So, cool bananas. Right. I'm actually probably going to call this one, guys. I'm feeling a bit jaded. It's coming up close to 9 anyway. So I've got old Digger Mike's got things to do. Everyone's got things to do. And to be honest, guys, I'm a little bit sore. My shoulder's just playing up a little bit. So I might call it. Just do a short one tonight. What do you reckon, guys? Yeah, time for sleep, buddy. I feel like an old man. Very old man. Yeah, it's one thing I have learnt, Mad Kiwi, and when my body tells me that it's tired or needs to do something, my surgeon, and this time I'm going to listen. It's like I've got a long road of recovery. It's going to take 7 months to get over this blimmin' surgery. It's a long time, and if I don't do it correctly and do what I'm told, I can end up with mobility issues where I'll be restricted in what I can do with my arm in regards to rotating my whole joint. So I want to do it right, want to look after it. I just about nearly didn't come on tonight. I was feeling pretty jaded, but I thought, no, we'll come on. We'll troop through it. But it is a bit sore, and it is playing up. So I might just call it. Be an old man. I'm allowed to be old. But guys, thanks for your support. Thanks for popping in tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll do the end of stream draws. So we'll do the patrons and members first. And again, guys, thanks so much for your support. It's been absolutely awesome. It's been a great help. I'd hardly say a soldier, bro. Hardly say a soldier. Just doing what I need to do to survive at the moment. I'll tell you what, I'm going out of my tree, sitting around. Can't wait till I'm given the all clear to drive again, so I can at least get out and go visiting people. Because man alive, when you're just sitting here staring at the wall. So I don't watch much TV. Like last week, I was scrolling through Netflix trying to find something to watch, and I just wasn't interested in anything. I mean, I haven't watched Game of Thrones. I haven't watched Vikings. Old Andrew Harrison, another detectorist. You've probably known him from many videos. He said go and check out Britannia. look that up. I've still got to find it, but Britannia, that looks pretty cool. But it's like when you're just sitting there, you don't. I almost feel guilty sitting there watching TV. So I sort of scroll through looking for something to watch, and nothing really jumps out at me. So it's a bit frustrating. I don't know. I've got about 4 or 5 videos to edit this week, so I'm going to start getting onto that. I've learned how to do the whole computer with my left hand now. Woohoo! So I'm going to do that. I put together a wee Patreon one yesterday and popped that up for patrons. And so I've got 2 river hunts with Mike, a short detectoring hunt with Mike, finish off the truck video and the giveaway video. So I'm going to start editing those this week, get those up. Probably start off with the giveaway video since we're so jolly close to 4,000 now. Get those up and start dribbling those out over the next few weeks. I'll probably just drop one a week. Keep the live up, keep the live going, and drop these other videos. Yeah, mate, I've already been doing that, Jacob. Doing a lot of research on other... Oh, I can't... Sorry, I shouldn't say that. I can read Poor Dad, but I have... I have very slight dyslexia, I think it is. And I'm a very, very slow reader. I read the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and it took me a couple of years to do it. I'm very, very slow, extremely slow. In fact, sometimes I'll find myself reading the same paragraph over and over again. I've got some weird thing. I don't know what it is, but basically I'm a bit of an idiot when it comes to reading. Unless it's got pictures or a magazine, it's very hard for me to actually hold my attention span with a book. So, g'day Vanguard. How's it, my bro? We are just about to pack it up, mate. I'm just doing the patrons and patrons and members draw. Body's not running at full steam at the moment, bro, so I'm a bit tired, bit sore. Robbie Parker. Oh, Robbie. I know that little icon. Is that Robbie Cock? Parker Gold Rush, Whitewater. Is that you, Robbie Cock? From way back. I haven't seen you around for much. Yeah, how you doing, buddy? Haven't seen your name pop up in a long time, even on Facebook. Yeah, I will do Vanguard. Got a few videos to edit and all the rest of it, so I'm just going to slowly work my way through those. But yeah, actually that's a good point, because I wouldn't mind seeing that Parker one. I might have to actually find that. Right, so we've got one here, and it is, so this is Patreons and Digger Mike. Oh, Digger Mike. Digger Mike, that puts you up onto 4. Ooh, crikey. Yeah, I might be making my knife earlier than I thought, doll? You can see her? Yeah. Say hi. Hi. Not right at the moment. Oh, no, I am packing it up, but no, I'm all good, thanks, doll. Digger Mike, 4. Congratulations, brother. Tell you what, if I pull you out of this one, I'm making a knife for you before I come right. That's going to take a wee while to do, isn't it? That's all right. You're a patient man, aren't you, Mike? Right. And now we have got Super Chats. And again, guys, thank you so much for the support. It's just absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. These guys are all just absolute legends. Digging with Deej. How you doing? Welcome along. Sorry, Deej, you're just catching us at the tail end. We're just doing the giveaways. I have been better, Deej. I have just come out of surgery. I am in a big sling. I've had surgery on my rotator cuff, and I am at the very, very beginning of a 7-month recovery. I had surgery on Tuesday of this week, So, yeah. It's going to be fun times. You still playing down in Queenstown when you can? Cool. Because you got a big claim down there, don't you, bro? Yeah, wow. Elton Jones. How's it, brother? Right. So, this is for Super Chats. I'm only one-handed, so I can't do everything at the moment. You guys can still see that. I'll just pull that down a little bit so you can see me pull it out. Three of them, mate. One of them's up for sale. Ooh. You need to talk to the sluices. He's pretty keen on getting himself a claim. My brother had both shoulders done. Oh man, I couldn't believe. Oh, that would be hideous if you got both done at the same time, man. That would just be so bad. Right. Got one. Here we go, guys. I went through tendonitis of the rotator cuff after my return from England trip. Yeah. So what happened, Deej, is I actually I've torn one of the tendons, the top exterior supraspinatus tendon that runs up the top of the shoulder. I put a big tear in it, lifting something heavy, and yeah, had to get it repaired. So who have we got here? It is Jade. Jade's Adventures. My brother, you have got another mark on your name. Congratulations, my bro. You are at 3 now as well. So Digger Mike, you're out in front. And then Jade's, you are second equal with Blades Piggin. So congratulations, guys. Well done. Ooh. Hey, bro.
How's it going?
Not too bad. You ready to go to bed too?
No.
No. This chap here starts a new job tomorrow. Ooh, he's going to be a builder. Super stoked. Rather exciting. So, yeah, it's very cool.
Told how much I'll be making each week.
Oh, he's going to be raking it in huge amounts. He's on minimum wage, but yeah, super stoked. It's good to see him out in the workforce and cracking into it. So he's starting tomorrow, but the only thing is he's gone from being up all night and sleeping until about lunchtime every day to now he's got to be on site at 6:30.
So I'll be on site at like 7.
Well, no, you got to be
I gotta meet them at 6:30.
yeah, you got to be at the workshop at 6:30 though, don't you? And then starting work at 7. That's going to be a real shock to the system for the poor guy.
Jimmy in here?
No, he hasn't been. No. Night, buddy.
Yeah, I'm just getting a lot from
Yeah, definitely, Jade. It's good to see him finally doing something. He'll need more than an alarm clock. I think I'm probably have to go in there and pour a bottle of water over him or something. I think it's going to be a struggle. But he doesn't have a vehicle at the moment, so poor old Vanessa's going to have to race him there in the morning first thing, and then come back and go to work herself. So we've given him 2 months to save up and get himself a car, and then after that he's got to find his own way to work. So yeah, crazy. Digger Mike, right, better go and pick up the wife. Hey, sweet as mate, congratulations on that win. You are just one away from getting that new knife, bro. So, yep. Right. Cool bananas. We'll knock it on the head, guys. Thanks heaps for dropping in. Look at that. Been waffling for nearly an hour anyway. So, hey, thanks everybody. Oh, tell me about it, mate. I'm actually a bit of a morning person, so I don't mind it. I can generally, I sort of wake up at about 5:30, 6, and I'm like, bing, wide awake anyway and ready to go. In fact, sometimes if I roll over and go back to sleep, I'll end up with a sore back or grumpy and tired. So, yeah, we thought about a motorbike, Robbie. We actually thought about getting him a wee moped, just a wee 50cc, because he can run that on his learners as well. But he's going to end up probably with a few tools as well. So it's probably best he gets himself a wee car with a boot, so that he can carry all his tools around, all his safety stuff as well. So, yeah, but yeah, they do grow up fast, Jade. Next thing you know, your wee Brax will be doing the same thing, mate. He'll be wanting a bigger motorbike too. Big 250 or something. Hey, anyway, guys, thanks heaps for hanging out with me tonight. Sorry it's just a short one. But, yeah, under the circumstances, we got there in the end. Have a great week. Don't all work too hard, because I definitely won't be. Chuck a beer crate on the back. Yeah, he probably could. I used to have a guy who come to work on an old XL200, and basically he fitted all his stuff in a big backpack on a pack rack on the back of the bike. So he had a gun scabbard down the front shock, and he put his level in that. And then in the pack rack in the back, he had his tool pouch, his battery drill kit, and a wee battery skilly. And he went everywhere. That was his kit, and he met us on all the jobs, and yeah, just to and fro. Never had a vehicle, always on the motorbike. And then, of course, he'd take all his gear off and go hunting on the weekend. So, yeah, he was a bit of a rooster, but very cool. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your week, and we will probably see you again on the same bat channel, same bat time, next Sunday. Alrighty, guys. Thanks heaps. Until the next one, happy hunting. Be safe, guys. Have a good one. Oh, where's these buttons? Bye.